train because I didn't have to work today. I was just going to go pick up my paycheck. And I thought, well, you know, I don't have to be there at any specific time. I'll see what's smoking over there. Came up here.
Wrong choice of wrong choice of word.
What did I say?
See what's smoking over there.
Yeah, that is.
Dude, there's not a lot over there.
Look at that.
No, it's just...
I've never seen anything that this looks like Pearl Harbor, man.
Yeah, oh yeah.
This is the Pearl Harbor of our generation. This is going to be a fucking war out here.
There's not a lot over there, man. There is not a lot over there at all. You know that this whole area is just full of smoke.
All the way to the Staten Island Ferry and then across to the, Red Hook.
Staten Island.
Look at downtown Brooklyn. Man.
Yeah, that's gonna get it.
How are you, John?
Hey, Thomas.
Where's that?
Jeff.
Thomas.
Where?
I spoke to some of your friends. They were asking me if they were safe here. And, I guess as safe as I am.
Yeah.
Where's your wife? Is she upstairs? Okay.
God, we were up here. Him and I were like the first ones up here. We saw we were watching it just smoke at the top on the right.
Right.
Not very much. Not like now.
Yeah.
So it looked like it was. We were saying, well, this is going to be an exercise in fire containment. Blah blah blah. We see this big plane coming out from the left. We look at each other, and then it just kind of banked a little to its left.
And
never seen anything like it in my entire lifetime.
Only in the movies.
not it. Yeah.
It made the movies look like nothing.
It made the movies look like nothing. Yeah.
My mom asked me. She said, "What does it look like?" I said, "I've never seen anything like it." I said, "I've never seen a movie screen that could even begin
Hello.
to give you the sensation of what it was like to see something." She said, "Look at the tower's gone."
Yeah, I know that. Penny got hit by another plane, and you know that one half of the World Trade Center collapsed, right? No, honey, I'm looking at it. There's only one building.
Haven't seen a New York skyline ever like this.
Staring at it. There's one building, not two, one. And you heard the Pentagon got hit, and that's it. They said there was another hijacked plane, but they don't know anything about what's up. Ooh, I never thought about that.
Dad?
They've evacuated the White House.
Yeah. So how far away are you from the Empire State Building at this point? Can't you leave there? I don't know. It's someplace like downtown where there's not a big landmark.
You know, the World Trade Center, there were all the tanks.
No, like Soho or Midtown or something. God.
Was fairly early.
Wait a minute. You said no one was going to blow up the World Trade Center, and one of them was standing, the other one's getting ready to go.
They're probably going to be forced to
No,
blow off the top.
When is the World Trade Center bombed before? We just talked about this. Yeah, but as a van, not two jumping jets. The second plane was like a transit plane. It was big. It was huge.
I'm sorry.
It must have had a bunch of shit in it.
Oh, that's
I'll get
alright.
one.
When you get your next one.
Oh, I'll give you the. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's nothing there. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's just been a lot, I don't know, but it's definitely like, the assassination of Argentine first or whatever. This is like definitely one of those Pearl Harbor. Definitely those moments in history where you say the whole country holds its breath. Yeah, it's staggering. It's staggering. So listen, I mean, I will in a second. I can't get through. I'm surprised that you're talking about it here now. Okay, listen, please come home with me. Please try to go south. Please. I know, but even if you walk down to like Union Square, that'd be farther away from like major landmarks, and you'd be able to get the L right from there. I know it will run at some point in time, but just get away from up there. That's like, I mean, that's financial. That's like landmark. It's like all. They shut all the planes, all the tunnels, everything. It's shut down. I mean, everything's shut down. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, please just try to get away from there. I'm very nervous about that. I mean, I'm sitting here standing, looking at the Empire State Building, and I'm like, no, this would not be surprised to see me on top of it. Okay. I'll try. That's you, sweetheart.
Hit. They said immediately after it hit. They said they thought it was debris, but that helicopter we must have saw that footage. The whole thing, they were just falling down to the street, and they just said on the radio that this tower's probably going to come down because they look at the logistics over there. They got. Can you imagine how much mass that is and how it's spread out? They can't even get anything close to it.
It's got so much damage at this point. I mean, that whole other building collapsed.
The stuff's got to be 2 or 3 stories high. They're like 2 or 3 blocks.
Oh, God, yeah, easily.
Put it this way. I learned a few facts and figures. I dated a girl that was a tour guide for a while. And when they excavated for the World Trade Towers, they dug down like 5 or 6 stories. That's what Battery Park City built. They added 85 acres of land to Manhattan from what they excavated out of the ground. Battery Park City was completely added to Manhattan from what they dug up because it's all bedrock. It's like
you can see that whole thing's flames now. That whole thing is just got bigger and bigger and bigger.
What? They basically they can't get to it to fight it. But listen to the radio. It's like Pearl Harbor.
It's got to be just like people scrambling for their lives.
It is. It's
climbing over everything.
It's mayhem. People are grabbing their last belongings and trying to get out.
I know there's people that live down there too. I mean, I'm sure they're impacted by this.
All the way to the step. Look at downtown Brooklyn now.
Yeah.
That building right there is exactly the center of downtown Brooklyn.
Yeah.
like that guy from the Hindenburg. On Shannon. You know, I don't. You guys probably don't know about the Hindenburg. It was big.
Oh yeah.
This is.
Well, the CNN is broadcasting from around Midtown, and they have a look at the two. And I was watching, and they were saying,
They're fighting the fire down the Pentagon.
yeah, they had the Pentagon fire, and all of a sudden, oh wait a minute, something cataclysmic just happened, and that's it. They just showed like this giant, like what looks like a squid, all the smoke was spread out, light, and then we ran outside. We're like, what happened? This guy said the whole thing just went out. Another plane crashed into it, and it hit the Army sector. It would have been from different sectors.
Yeah, they actually didn't hit the Pentagon. They tried, but it came down too early, just with the radio.
Oh, really?
It landed at their heliport. It's just outside where they have their private helipad. No, it crashed. But it crashed just short of hitting the Pentagon. It landed where their aircraft takes off, which is not just as bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as bad, but all the aircraft, they're their own world there, you know?
Yeah.
They can't get planes and helicopters in and out of there because there's nowhere to land them.
I know that Bush is.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the cell phones work, the landlines now. Really? Huh. Because my wife called me, she's over there. She's in Midtown. Yeah. I was like, go south. Don't stay. Get away from the Empire State Building.
Oh no, go to the places.
Go to the closest.
Yeah,
Well,
that's the thing I
to
gotta
come
worry
down.
about too, is it's like the George Washington Bridge. One of those planes hit the George Washington Bridge.
Yeah.
But they knew that this is a bigger problem.
Jennifer just said that they grounded every airplane in the country.
Yeah,
Every
it
airplane
is.
that's in the air just had to land.
If no one's leaving and no one's coming.
I mean,
This is the biggest American historic event. I'll never probably see anything like that again.
let's hope not. Yeah.
Let's hope not too. That's what I said to my mom. I said, of all the big things I got to see in the world, they had to be a tragedy.
So did you guys see the second building? What happened just now?
There's already so much smoke, you couldn't see it.
That's what I saw was the white cloud. I didn't see anything.
I remember we saw that plane that we said, and they made sure that second plane hit lower than the first one. Do more damage than it hit lower.
I understand that they have evidently water pumps that are able to hit away from the and one can only assume that they're trying to, but I mean it's what the third largest building in the world. It's all the way at the very top.
And then you got then you got 2 or 3 stories of rubble.
Yeah, I mean it's just the whole thing. It's beyond imagination. Yet you would think that they could do this with airdrop.
It's what they use for the forest fires, that anti-propellant stuff.
I'm sure at this point it's just total chaos. The definition of the term. I cannot possibly imagine what it's like over there.
To think I was going to be there.
Today?
Yeah, I worked 20-minute walk from there. I didn't have to work today, but I said I'll come pick up my paycheck. I'll be there by 9:30. I met Jason because I heard right at 10 to 9 that one of the World Trade Towers got hit, and I usually have my coffee on the road. I was heading out.
Look. We have all this more smoke from the bottom now.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Because you can see the bottom of the building just a little bit ago.
Yeah. It's got to be burning. So I just came up and
You would think in all the chaos it would be really easy to drive with a van or truck with a bomb in the bottom of it. You would think.
who knows? But they probably got that place locked off on the news. They said no one is eating. The streets are closed. But you know what? Who's to say these guys don't have operatives within the
Yeah,
system?
they already
You know,
do.
they're
They're
driving an ambulance or whatever that's full of.
We're already there.
Yeah.
This is orchestrated.
Oh, they planned this.
I mean, we came out, we thought it was just an accident, and we're just standing there like going, wow, this is terrible. And literally just comes out of nowhere. It's amazing. We thought there was something behind her.
Yeah, I'm thinking, that George Bush got the military up and running, and they're basically going to put an umbrella of planes circling the city, protect it. And all of a sudden the thing just bangs. We look at each other, and then.
But initially I thought that they had kind of misdirected because they're aiming for the center. They weren't. Obviously, they were aiming for the sky. So they just
Exactly.
because you can see on the CNN, they're looking downtown, and they have the explosion on tape, and you can see that it comes right up one side of the building. It's so.
I've never seen it.
So right, it's just unbelievable. And look at all the stuff underneath there now. All that stuff's on fire down there.
Well, you got to know the stuff that came down still burning too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they got
all those other buildings down there?
and that's catching the buildings on fire that are down there. You know how old those buildings
All of
are?
them.
Those 2 and 3 story little old ground
Trinity. They built that small.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly. That's been there since like
That's
1676.
the first building in that's the police store down there is on certain.
Look at the Woolworths building right in front.
Yeah.
That's the Woolworths building, 1923. That was built.
Oh shit! My wife's old boss was about. Ooh. Now she'd be at work though. She'd be. I'm sure.
Well, they say 150 to 200,000 every day are in the building. It's its own city. I told you, I said it's the only 2 buildings in the United States, in the world. They have their own zip code. It's its own city. They had a show on public television last winter about the World Trade Tower, the history, and they interviewed these guys that have actually, because it goes 6 stories underground. They've interviewed these guys that have literally worked there their whole life. They're like 50 years old. They got the job when they were in their late 20s. And they have lived in that building. And how everybody knows everybody in those buildings. And when you think 150, 200,000 people, that's bigger than most of the cities in America.
Oh yeah.
That's its own city, and they got their own zip code.
Well,
And my uncle lives here because I grew up on a farm in Iowa. And I told him that he about died. I said, they got their own zip code. That way, that's how big it is. He said their own zip code.
It's underneath the World Trade Center. Yeah, it's like the 3rd or 4th biggest one. And all the
That's what
trains
they're freaked
that
out
go,
about.
and all the trains that go to
Everything
Jersey.
goes through there. New Jersey, uptown, Brooklyn, downtown.
Very great.
You get the Battery Park Tunnel coming in there, the Battery City Tunnel.
Oh, I forgot. But you can kiss your sightseeing plan at the same time.
Yeah, my mom and sisters aren't coming now because,
Oh no! There went!
Oh
there went!
my God!
Unbelievable. Oh, the whole thing. Okay,
Oh,
all the way
Jesus!
down. All the way down. All the way down.
That had to be a bomb!
All the way down.
You gotta wonder if that's a bomb! How could something that strong just collapse like that? Even with the fire. They're gone! I got up this morning, they were here!
It's just,
Oh, look at that! Oh, man, look at the smoke coming out of those.
oh, it's so staggering. It's so staggering.
Oh,
It's so staggering.
man.
I got the whole fucking thing right here.
That just killed a lot of people. How many people on the ground there just...
I mean, it's just unbelievable. I can't believe the whole thing came down. You can see clearly there's no second tower. The whole thing. Who would have ever thought that a terrorist could take out the World Trade Center to the ground?
It's gone. One of the great achievements of Western civilization.
Yeah.
We got up here an hour ago. How many years did it take to build it? Thousands.
It came right down on itself. If it were to fall, it's the best way for it to fall. If it just came right down like this. If it had gone like all the way like boom, that would have been much worse. No, it just came straight down. It was almost like it was imploded.
It
Definitely let.
That's what made me think there was a bomb, because it was blown up from within, so it comes straight down.
I mean, it's just fucking believable.
I can't fucking believe it, man.
It's just like
I've been sitting here for
it's
5
like
years
baseball
looking at this.
Oh, I'm sure I'm not gonna get anybody now. Look at the smoke all the way up here. See it all the way coming through?
Yeah. I'll tell you, if I was in job today, I'd have walked off.
Everyone's out. Everyone's
Hey,
out.
look at these guys over here laying bricks. Yeah, the world's different now.
Is your phone dead now?
I don't know. Look at all the smoke come up now.
That's
It's beyond comprehension. Really.
it's
It's beyond comprehension.
I've never I hope I never go through a day like this ever again. That's unbelievable. I can't imagine the rubble over there.
You realize that's the largest unit of New York measurement, one city block. And
Yeah.
so 2 city blocks extruded that many times up, literally. So one of the kind of unusual things, side effects is if you keep I don't have cable, I have regular TV, it's gone. That was my antenna.
My TV probably does. I don't
Yeah.
have cable
Yeah, my
either.
TV, it's all out. The only thing I did is Korean, which is funny. Oh, it's raining. Oh. No, it's fine. I'm gonna go watch CNN again. What? Yeah.